Welcome back to the course Web Technology Laboratory. Let us execute experiment number 2. Here we have to calculate squares and cubes of all the numbers in between 0 to 10. Let us see the clear and complete problem statement before starting designing a solution for the problem. This is the complete problem statement given as per your syllabus. We have to write a JavaScript that calculates the squares and cubes of the numbers from 0 to 10 and outputs HTML text that displays the resulting values in an HTML table format. Now let us concentrate on the HTML part of it. That is the last 3 words of the problem statement. You have to display the result in HTML table format. That means you have to display a table of rows and column arrangement, where in one column we have to display all the numbers 0 to 10. In another column their equivalent squares and then their cubes. I will come back to the JavaScript part in this program later. Let us have a look at an expected output. This is how the output of this page should be. A HTML table where we have to display all the numbers from 0 to 10 in one column, then respective squares in another column and cubes in third column. So the main element of this HTML page is a table. That is why I will explain how to create tables in HTML and come back to the problem given in the experiment. Here we will study how to design tables using HTML. So tables are designed using table tag. So table tag and termination of table tag. So entire my table design should be within these two tags. Since I have written table tag here and I will execute my code, but I can't see anything in my output. Why? Yeah, because if I ask you to draw a table, you cannot simply draw a table, you must ask how many rows are there. Correct? No? So then only you can draw a table. Okay, how to draw a row inside a table? That is using tr tag, open tr and close tr tag. Fine. See, I have a table with one row. I will execute the program. I cannot see anything here, a small cell. Here you can see a small cell. Why it is not properly coming? Because you have not mentioned how many columns are there in a row. How to mention how many columns must be there in a row? So go to tr tag. Inside tr tag you can mention as td. Columns are mentioned as open and close td. So one td, open and close tag, means one column. Usually we call it as cell. So in this tr I am writing two td tags. That means I must display two columns inside this particular row. One row, inside one row there are two td, right? See, small one, because this is adjusted to the text, because there is no text inside or data inside the column, we cannot see here anything. So how to enter data inside td tag? For example, my first row I will write as USN, and in second row I will write it as name. Okay, so when I execute, so here I'll get it to one row with two columns, and that is what you got. Name of the column is USN and name. That is here I have mentioned in the table tag, right? Within table, here this is the table, entire table. There I have a row I have created. Inside the row I have mentioned two columns or data cells using td, table data cell. So this is the way of designing HTML table using table tag, then tr tag here, tr tag for creating a one row, and inside tr tag we will mention td tags. So every td tag creates one cell in that row. Okay, now if I want one more cell or one more column in the same row, here I want one more column here, so I have to use the td tag once again. So how to do that? Here open td and close td. So this is our USN name mobile. Now I want one more row itself. Did you get this? I need one more row in this table. So I will close the TR here. You can see I have closed TR here. This TR is closed. That means this one row is over. So if I need one more row below it, I have to start one more TR tag. Okay, for every row you have to write one TR tag. So let us create one more TR tag. TR row and close TR tag. So one more row has been created. We cannot see it because inside the row there are no cells. So I'll create one cell. Okay, TD, and I'll write one USN 1 2 3 and close the TD. Now let us see one under USN there is a one more row with one. So I'll copy this, create two more columns or row. Below name there should be something like ABC and mobile number. I'll write 987. So this is how it works. One more row. See one thing here, the table we create in the row order, every row, not the column order. In every row you have to mention every column. This is the how we create a table using TR, TD and TH. TH is nothing but TD only, but it considered it as a header. For example, here I have TD. I will convert that USN instead of TD. I will write it TH. So now execute this. See this main data, right? First row data is now considered as header of every column. So it is in bold. That's a difference. That's here. So every row you have to create. You cannot create a table using every column. I hope now we are familiar with HTML table tag. We know how to create an HTML table element using table tag mainly, then TR tag to create every row and TD tag to define every cell inside the given row, and also TH tag for creating table headings, column headings. Let us move to JavaScript part of this problem. What is JavaScript? JavaScript is a programming language. Why do we require JavaScript in HTML? Because HTML is not a programming language. In order to make some programming language operations inside HTML, then HTML makes use of languages like JavaScript. How to include JavaScript inside HTML? That is using script tags. So here there is a script tag and script tag is terminated. Within the starting and end of the script tag, you have to include all the JavaScript code. For example, here I have written a single line JavaScript using document.write function. This function is very useful to solve the given problem statement in your syllabus. Now let us see how exactly this document.write function works. The code within blue box is JavaScript inside HTML, and the code within this red box is HTML code after JavaScript being executed. What is the use of document.write function? It simply copies the text you have given as variable inside the HTML code. Here we had written JavaScript inside the script tags, and everything is replaced with the only text which is nothing but variable of the document.write function. So document.write function copy a string which is passed as parameter inside the HTML code. Then HTML code gets executed. Here I have written a simple HTML statement itself as the variable to document.write, that is p tag and hello. See, this is what get replaced in the HTML code here instead of entire script tag. So here is the script tag. The entire thing is replaced by the variable of document.write. Now you may ask one thing. Why should we adopt this difficult method? We can directly write hello inside p tags. Correct? No. That is because here I have taken simple example. Most of the time we require JavaScript to make some operations on data that HTML cannot do itself. Here this is just an example how document.write works. If I give one more example, I think you can understand very clearly. Let us see one more example. See, this is a one more example but same as the previous one. The only thing here is I have declared a variable in JavaScript and trying to give variable value inside the document.write function. Now what I think is, inside HTML this entire string will get copied where I is nothing but 10. That means I can see p hello 10 inside p tag. But as you see here, there is no 10. Instead of 10, you can see the character I itself. That is because I have passed a string parameter to document.write inside double quote. So it takes entire string as a single parameter and replace that entire string into the HTML code, because it is document.write function. It writes the parameter given as a string into the HTML code and replaces entire JavaScript. So how to display a variable value using document.write, that I require here hello 10 inside p tag. 10 is nothing but variable value. This is very important for this program. Let us see one more example and try to understand it. So here I wanted to embed this code inside HTML, that is hello 10 within p tag. So I have declared a variable I equal to 10 and I am writing document.write function with a different type of parameter. You can see here one string within double quote is p tag and hello. One more string within double quote is end of p tag. That means, so one string is till here p tag and hello, one more string is closing p tag, and both strings are concatenated here using plus. You can see this here, there is a plus over here and there is a plus over here, and in between the strings I have used I directly. So this is not within double quote. Your JavaScript considers this as a variable I and replaces its value 10. So it altogether becomes p hello 10 and close p tag. That's what is here embedded inside the HTML code. So let us remind this ourselves that document.write function writes the string inside HTML code. Whenever you execute JavaScript, entire JavaScript gets replaced by output of the code you have written inside the JavaScript. I hope this concept is clear, how to write JavaScript, what is the use of JavaScript, and how to write a particular string inside HTML and also use variables. So let us go to the JavaScript which is required to design the web page, which is explained as per the problem statement given by the syllabus. We already know what is the problem statement and how to solve it. What is the role of JavaScript here? In HTML, I have to create a table and repeat a row 10 times for different values. That means I have to create a single row here, for example this one, where it displays the number, then its square and then its cube in 3 different cell or column. So this entire process of displaying a row with 3 different cell, nothing but number, square and cube, I have to repeat it for 10 times, starting from the value 0 to 10. Now the repetition process cannot be done by HTML unless you manually repeat the code, copy and paste it 10 times. Instead of that, there is a concept called for loop in every programming language. So JavaScript here is used to repeat creating a row with 3 cells, a number, its square and its cube. Let us see what HTML code gets replaced in the HTML file when this JavaScript is executed. I will take I value as 2. When I value is 2, see from this double quote till this double quote, I am displaying tr and td tag. So tr and td tag initially get inserted in HTML tag. Then I have concatenated I value. So I value is 2. So 2 is inserted in HTML file after tr and td. Then again within double quote I have written close td and open td again. So from here close td and open td again. Then JavaScript performs this multiplication, I into I, this is 2 into 2, 4 and in string. Then within double quote I have written again open TD and that's close TD and open TD. So again close TD and open TD. Then I cube, I into I, that is 2 into 2 into 2, 8. And finally I have again inserted within double quote close TD, close TR and double quote NCR. So close TD and close TR. So finally this entire line, one particular line will get inserted inside HTML, that is particularly inside table tag when I is equal to 2. So this entire process repeats from I equal to 0 to I equal to 10. So for this particular row, I can see this in the output, in HTML output. But this process starts from 0, then repeats for 1, repeats for 2, up to I equal to 10. So like this. Initially I value is 0. This line will get embedded inside the table tag of HTML code. Then 1, 2 and so on and 10. And this is already I have explained how to insert JavaScript code inside HTML, that is using script tags. You can specifically write type of the code, that is text bar JavaScript, or you can simply close here itself script and a termination code. This is the entire program as solution to experiment number 2. Here we have designed an HTML code to display a table using table tag, and we have taken help of JavaScript here to repeat rows of table so that we can find squares and cube of every number from 0 to 10. You can see here table tag, within table tag first row I have created where I have taken every data as TD. You can make it TH as header also, no problem. Then remaining all rows to display squares and cubes of 0 to 10. I have used for loop and document write dot function. Within that I have written code to create a row with the number, its square and its cube. Totally this row keep repeating inside the HTML code because of for loop we have written in the JavaScript. Let us see the output of this code. So here you can see the final output of HTML code we have designed using help of JavaScript. Let me explain once again. This entire table is designed using HTML table tag, and this particular row we have written directly in the HTML, and all remaining these rows we have repeated 10 times using JavaScript. So this is all about this experiment or program where we have to create a table displaying 0 to 10 values with its square and respective cube in a table form. So this is the end of this experiment. Thank you.